Young men, if you take a lady to dinner, you feel y'all should learn table manners, really. You should be able to be in any type of environment and know how to adapt. By being the young man that you're supposed to be, the young lady you're supposed to be. You got what I'm saying? I'm not judging our people. I just want to make you better. I just want you to do better. That's tip number 2. Listen, it's okay to be polite to a lady, gentlemen. Ladies, it's okay to get a gentleman. You might argue with me by saying, but I don't see no gentleman out there. Ain't nobody out there no more. I don't see no ladies. They're not making them like they used to anymore. You know what I'm saying? They're out there as long as you change your perception. I want us to be able to rise to the occasion and be the kings and queens that we're supposed to be. Be the gentlemen and be the ladies that even God designed for you to be. A lot of us live beneath our means because of how we think. You got what I'm saying? So let's say, for an example, fellas, let's say, for an example, ladies, there's something that you want to pursue according to your vision, or you want to open up a business, or you want to sell books, or you want to open up a YouTube page, you want to do something according to whatever, you want to open up a beauty salon, whatever it is that you want to open up. Let me tell you what you want to do. You want to dress business like if you decide the people that you want to have a part of your team, you need to look like an entrepreneur. You need to look like a leader or a person of vision. You need to look like the business CEO you're supposed to be. You're supposed to look like these individuals. What does it look like? Men, wear a shirt, wear a tie, wear a blazer. You feel what I'm saying? Sit down and talk to people in a specific manner. There is no white way or black way. There's the right way. You feel what I'm saying? Talk. And just because somebody got proper grammar don't mean that he's a nerd or whatever the case may be. He just know how to talk. Don't tease somebody because they have they have proper etiquette in their speech. If for anything else, we need to learn that, glean from it. We used to tease people back in the days, who looked or seemed to be nerd. We knew he was going somewhere. And then now 10 years later, he's somebody boss. No, he was just smart. And he knew that he had the vocabulary enough to go and talk to somebody, network with somebody who was going to sell him their business. Again, we have to think better. You see, you were designed to work for yourself. And if you got a secular job, work that job so that it could support what you want to start. That's all it is. We shouldn't be just robbing Peter to pay Paul and just living paycheck to paycheck. We don't have a bank account, not a dime in there. And if we do, we can't keep it because we're too busy spending on unnecessary stuff. Sometimes we got to learn how to live beneath our means so that we can get on top. I hope I'm saying something to somebody. I just want to help my people because if we think better, we change our life, man. We change our lives. That's all I'm saying, So listen, if you want to start a business or whatever the case may be, this is what you want. Know how to dress. It's number 1. The other thing we have to learn how to do is be on time. Learn how to be on, bruh, we are never on time. You be on time. Be there an hour early, before time, on time, late. If you want to call 7 people to say, look, I have a proposition for them. I want them to help me lift this business off the ground or my music career off the ground or whatever it is that you got off the ground. If you have people that you want to be a part of your team, yes, they're going to be there according to love, but know how to present what you want. Present it in the right manner that you'll be respected. So dress apart, depart, be on time, right? Watch what I hand out an agenda. Let them know, look, I know what I want to do. Watch this. Be clear about your why. Why do you want to do it? Do you do stuff because you saw somebody else do it? And I'm going to tell you something. Let me just knock this down. I am so sick and tired of people that don't decide to do anything until they see somebody else do it. Do you know what that's called? It's called a copycat. It's called a person without an identity. It's called a person who is not proactive, they're reactive. It's called a person that's not a leader, they're a follower. All I'm saying is learn how to be a student over being a follower. Because you are a leader, but you learn how to be a student so that you can get where you need to get and know what you need to know in order for you to pursue. Not only have your why, in place, but be confident about what you're doing. Be confident about your reason. Be confident about the results that you know that you're going to get. And be consistent. Be predictable. You feel what I'm saying? Predictability comes with crisis, which simply means that every single day I know I says I'm going to put up a YouTube video no matter what every week. I don't care come what may, hell or high water. I'm going to press record and I'm going to come out and speak to my people. Can I tell you something? It comes with crisis. I didn't feel like doing it, but I'm here. You feel? I had to come down here, but I'm here. Had to take it. I'm still got to take care of other stuff even after I'm done. Look, I'm a family man. I'm a married family man. I'm a pastor. Yeah, I have a secular job, and I'm running 3 YouTube channels all at the same time. Predictability comes with crisis, and you can't allow for your crisis to be your excuse not to be predictable about what you want to pursue and execute. Well, Jesus, I sound angry. Yo, what's up, everybody? Good to see everybody today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So happy that you're here. I see that you're all coming in. My boy John Arrington's on the line. My boy Anthony Ward's on the line. Gabby, good to see you. Maria, good to see you. Chris, my dude, Chris Pacheco. Wow. Clyde, Sally on the line. What's going on, y'all? Listen, let's get this thing started because I'm on a time restraint. You know what I'm saying? So, welcome to Manifested Thoughts podcast. We're helping people bring their imagination into reality. And my name is Donald Francis, and our starting goals is to help 500 people bring their imagination into reality by way of putting it into work. You need a plan, you need goal settings and all of that. We want to help you out with that. Listen, if we're meeting for the first time, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Donald Francis, and I'm happy that you've come by. And with much gratitude, much love, peace, and respect, just glad to meet you. Listen, you'll see us also on It's Life podcast, located right there on YouTube and on Facebook. And if you want to see some good short films or little skits, whatever the case may be, you know, on our humble beginnings, you'll see it right there. And It's All You TV, ITZALLYOU TV. If you don't get a chance to see us all week, you can catch us on Sunday right here on Channel 49 TV, Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What's up, everybody? What's going on? Your boy Donald Francis is on the line. Good to see you. Good to see you. See some people in, let me see who's on YouTube today. All right, we don't have anybody yet. I see everybody on our email list. Good to see you. Good to see everybody in our business chat. Good to see you. For those of you who are on our regular line, good to see everybody. I'm so happy to see you today. So, well, let's get right into it. I want you to know that on yesterday, we had a wonderful topic. You know, it was called New Year, New Options. And so today we want to do New Year, New Options Part 2. And as you can see, even on our description on StreamYard and stuff like that, it says New Year, New Mind, New Options Part 2. And so today I want you to know that a lot of what we do here, according to the problems that we do solve here. You know, we help people with practical guidance. We help people with motivation. We help them to take strategic, you know, steps to overcome obstacles that will come. We help people with goal settings. We also help people take actionable steps toward their dreams, you know, by helping them put things into action. The reason why I say that is because a lot of my ideal audience that we try to channel are people I used to be. I'm from the Red Hook Projects, been living there and had good times, had bad times, but it was you could say it was my Canaan state, and it was also my Egypt state. You know, but that was our training ground where we had to go, the things that we had to do. Good to see you, Victor. I'm happy to see you, brother. And so today we've been talking about, as a continuation, if you didn't know what it is that we've been talking about today, we go back to our video yesterday and you'll see where we were going. We want to channel the mindset of our people, channel, you know, some of the things that, you know, we say we were going to do but never did. And that's the thing that happened according to the mindset that I've retained, you know, when I was in our Red Hook, you know, projects when I was younger. You know, Clyde Sally's on the line. That was my dude. You know what I'm saying? We can say that we actually watched each other grow. I'm a little older than him, just a little older than him. But at the end of the day, we know that we had different paths that we have to take and stuff like that. But I remember the days where we were watching Video Music Box, you know what I'm saying? Back in the days where we had different strokes and we had The Facts of Life and we had Knight Rider and all these different, you know, good programs and stuff. We had the TV that you had to take the pliers and change the TV because our knob broke. You know, we took the wire hanger and we used that, you know, as our antenna so we can get some type of frequency to see some things, you know what I'm saying, on the TV. We remember the days where TV went off. Straight like that. Nakia, Takia, good to see you both of y'all online. You know what I'm saying? Where TV just went off. I mean, it was crazy, you know? And once you see that flag, you know it's time for us to go to bed. Today times are different. We don't go to bed no more. We don't have no day, no days where TV have gone off. We got the days now where TV's on all night. People are up all night. The city really never sleep. We get tired and we get frustrated because we work all the time. You see what I'm saying? And so at the end of the day, you know, there's no room for us. There's no room for mental. There's no room for. So now, because of the fact that our schedules have been so clamped up, you know, we have to now demand that time and take that time and make that time and do all the time, have the time that we need on purpose. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, we had to pose specific questions to people on yesterday. You just to channel our thinking. As you seen the opening video, we talked about how sometimes, you know, times have changed. A lot of marriages won't happen too much. A lot of healthy relationships won't happen too much. Sometimes because of the fact that it's the influences of our music, the influences of the stuff that we see on TV, the influences out of the stuff that they are reporting on our newscasts, you know, that will cause us to live in fear. Obviously, we do know that COVID situation happened. You see people do what I just did. And by the way, it's becoming less and less. Thank God. And you'll think that it's COVID, you know, and thank God that my cough is not COVID. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, so much have happened because of what we have today. I am not blaming our gadgets on everything because gadgets and phones and, you know, devices, they cannot work themselves. We have to work those devices. And every time that I take a look at, and by the way, I'm monitoring us all at the same time, but we had the times, and I'm glad that you know, John Aronson's here. I'm glad that Clyde Sally will be able to hear this. My boy Dave Quiones will probably pop up on the line. He's probably ghosting me. But at the end of the day, I want you to know that we had a group called PCP. Poets claiming props, baby. Yeah, we knew it was a drug. I mean, but poets claiming props is what we use it for. But like I said on yesterday, we remember going to Funky Slice Studios, you know, and one of the things that we did not have were devices like this to be able to keep in touch with people. We had cell phones, but we didn't have, you know, we had devices, but it wasn't really, you know, the kind of thing that's advanced today. So we had the kind of ability to go to Funky Slice, fantasize, you know, and try to meditate on what it is that we want to do before we got there. And even after we left, after we did some great beats and music, we would go home and we would just fantasize and imagine what it's going to be like the next time that we go. You know, when we went to the studio, I was like, yo, we made it. We in. We superstars now. Little to my surprise that I know that it was the first step toward, you know, musical success. So with that being said, you know, again, it's about that imagination. And that's what's standing in between our devices and us. You know, we don't have to imagine anything. The only thing you got to do is YouTube everything. Only thing you got to do is Google everything. And there goes imagination for you. But we remember the Jetsons and stuff like that, like I said yesterday, as to where, you know, we had Elroy and, you know, all of Miss Jane, and they had what was it? The maid. She was a robot, was telling us something about the future, you know, and she was doing everything they thought that humans would be able to do. But I do know that every now and again she would malfunction. Who would have to really refunction her? Humans. So, you know, a lot of people are getting upset today. They're like, oh my God, robots are going to take our place, and they're going to take, no, because machines and man-made stuff, they defunction. Come on. So at the end of the day, I want to talk about and see, one of the things I want to channel today is not about just New Year, new option, but I want to channel where I come from. And anybody that's from Reboyd, if they're from, you know, Fort Greene, if they're from Farragut houses, if they're from Gowanus, no matter where they are, no matter where you are, even in your state. You know, I was watching this thing called Hood Vlogs, you know, and I didn't know that even China had a hood. I never knew that. I was like, yo, they got hoods, you know? But again, I want to encourage our people, encourage our brothers, encourage our sisters, you know, who are in there and who want a way out, who want a new mindset, who want you know, a new life, a new option, you know, but then because of life and because of, you know, our environment and because of what we're in, you know, would cause us to be discouraged because we're thinking about all of what we might need to either come out of debt or to be able to come out of or move from where we are, you see what I'm saying, and get a better life or whatever the case may be. People who used to have their own businesses out in our projects and stuff. Y'all know you know what I'm talking about. Excuse me. I had to take my pump a few minutes ago, so it's working. And I mean, yo, listen, all of that stuff that have taken place a lot of times, have followed us. And listen, I had to, listen, we got good reputation, we got bad reputation. We see each other every single day, and at the same time, Reddick is like a gated, almost like community. There's only one way in, one way out. You feel what I'm saying? So everybody knew everybody fellowship with everybody again. But a lot of us always wanted to make that way out. You see what I'm saying? And so we would do, certain people would say certain things that they wanted to do, didn't know how to properly have a meeting per se, to have an agenda, to know exactly what to wear, to look like the business that they wanted to become. I'm grateful for my boy. He's not my boy, but he's a great guy. God bless the dead today. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Dyers, who is a doctor. He is I mean, extraordinaire person who know how to manifest things and stuff like that. Oprah had a interview with him a long time ago in his backyard, and he acknowledged God, he acknowledged angelic hosts, he acknowledged all of those individuals, and he was saying, listen, I can never ever get the thing that I want until I become what I want to see, or what I want to be. So he says, you can't say you want to be successful until you start to become within your mindset and your spirit and your heart, what I'm saying, and your soul, that you want to have, what I'm saying, that type of success, or you want to have a peaceful house. You have to become peaceful, and not be upset. You can't be too jittery. You can't be so emotional. You have to take a look and just change your perspective on certain things. And with that being said, I want to go to the bullets that I could not make yesterday because I was on a time restraint. So again, I think Red Hook is a beautiful place for me because there's so much memory, and I'm not looking for everybody to understand this because everybody have their own, perspectives. But there were certain questions that I asked on yesterday. And let me just bring you back to it. It says, what can we do better as a people to be top-notch representation? And see, a lot of times people, if they look at people who like yourselves, who are working, who are doing things, who are thinking about your own business, think about your book, thinking about stuff that you could, offer the world and get paid for it. You have to be that kind of representation. You gotta, when you go out, you have to know how, what I'm saying, to sink in with other ethnicities, sink in with business, sink in with when it's just, just time to just relax. We go to the picnic, we're going to play certain songs during the picnic. We're going to dress a specific way at the picnic. But when it's time for you to be around your peers and your colleagues and stuff like that, and you're at the dinner, you have to have specific manners. What I'm saying? To know, listen, when the hosts come, and they ask you to sit down, that's when you sit down. If you walk to the table, you're not supposed to sit down right away, grab your napkin, grab your knife and your fork and start eating. No, you wait for everybody else. Again, stuff like that. We want to be the best representation that we can. Some people are like, you can't be Donald from Reddit. You can't be, you're too nice and this, that, and the other. No, I just have friends that influenced me to do what my mama told me to do, which is go to church, get off the block. You see what I'm saying? Look, yo, and I remember, what I'm saying, and we, I'm glad that Clyde's on it, on here, because again, we were very, very good, what I'm saying, with the Fonsuckers and everybody. I mean, I love them. You feel what I'm saying? My family and stuff like that. My brothers, Nuck and Derek, used to hang with Benny and stuff like that. Man, listen, whatever they have done, if something was going to go on the block or whatever, they would quickly admonish me to leave. You see what I'm saying? People who used to be on the block and doing what they do would never tell me fully all of what they've done. You know why? Because they were protecting me. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, Dom, you a church dude, get out of here, But we get a chance to hang out later. Again, but at the end of the day, I still knew, and people still knew, it didn't mean that because of the fact that people did what they did to try to survive, that they was, illiterate. People knew how to read. They were businessmen, geniuses, and most of them got businesses even today. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew how to take care of stuff, and they knew how to count. They knew how to have responsibility to, by no either way, either watching it back or listening to their peers. But no matter where you go, You have to be the best representation that you can be. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you live, it doesn't matter. You can live in the Hamptons, you can live in the Boondocks, no matter where. If you have the right character, it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? You will be top notch representation. Here's another thing that we had asked. Excuse me. Why should we as a community encourage each other to do more? I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because most times you see the opposite take place. You see the opposite, It's kind of like, we used to be around certain types of people that felt like that they had the top notch secret to success that was going to get us out, and sometimes we were able to share stuff with people only because we knew that they were like mine, but then there were others that didn't want to share certain things because, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, but at the end of the day, we used to think that we were top notch to the point that I ain't saying nothing to nobody. I'm getting out and I'm doing this. But the person that shared much was the ones who would make it out at a particular way. And it wasn't like, oh, it's just so much in poverty, because it's nothing wrong. First of all, don't get it twisted. No matter where you live, it ain't nothing wrong where you live. It's the people. It's not the place. It's always the people. And that's the reason why it's good that we practice good upbringing, even if we didn't have some of those guides and those guidelines and the people that could guide us. We had other people. It took a village to raise us. I was around the era that if I was caught running across the street at a certain age and I wasn't supposed to do it, everybody was your mother. Everybody. You got a spanking from her, got a spanking from him, and your mama spanked you at the same time. And everybody had the same kind of love. And it's quite opposite today, because people like, don't talk to my son, don't talk to my daughter, don't look at me like that, because watch this, we get the ability to go all around the world and we share other people's fears. 2 acronyms for fear, I'm saying, forget everything and run, or face everything and rise. Here's another thing I shared yesterday. Why should we prepare the night before to do anything? I always realized that, I'll never forget the time, rather we had picnics or we had an outing, somebody was always late. If we were going to do something, somebody was always leaving at the time that they should be at the place, and this was some of the mentality that we have obtained. I don't want to be the first one there. I'm out. I'll get there about half hour to an hour. You see what I'm saying? And we could not ever move on time because no one was really taught to be there on time. What time we got to be there? Oh, we got to be there about 10 o'clock. Okay, what time is it? 9:45. Champ. It's not going to happen. Willamette, what's going on? Nicole, what's going on? It's not going to happen. Like, what? Come on, it's 9:45. You're supposed to be. So what happened? We hung out last night. Okay. And you're not a morning person. Why are you up late at night? Again, it's good for us to prepare to do anything the night before so that we can get to where we need to get to. Last night, I made sure that I willed to bring my lunch, have my gear together. Everything was already set up. Wanted to make sure my wallet was where it was supposed to be. My bag was supposed to be where it was supposed to be. My keys, you know what I'm saying? So that I could be able to go in the bathroom, wash up, do what I have to do, jump right into my clothes, grab my bag, you feel what I'm saying? Grab my lunch and pew, out. So I can be here, sitting here. Watch this. We start at 10:30. I'm here at 8 o'clock. But I'm at the desk at 9, waiting. Because at the end of the day, I do know that I'm here to break that curse. That preparation, proper preparation prevent poor performance. Woohoo! Yes, sir. Proper preparation will prevent poor performance. But I want to go to a question I didn't get to yesterday. And that is, watch this. Should we partner with people to help keep us accountable for the things we say we're going to do? Like finishing your album, like finishing the book that you started, like opening up your restaurant. See, that type of stuff, be around other entrepreneurs, be around other people who have the mindset to be leaders and or potential, but be around those of them who can keep you accountable, keep us accountable. I'm around a group, and I'm in a group of entrepreneurs who own their own businesses and stuff like that, and who have LLCs and incorporations and stuff like that, and we speak together every single day. You see what I'm saying? At exactly 12 noon. That's exactly what we do. And we exchange. And that's how I've learned. Listen, you don't want to live life and allow for life to cause you to be where you are, but you want to be in life because of who you are, which means that you willed to do and be where you want to be at the time that you are now. So at the end of the day, it's good that we partner with people. I wanted to get to this so bad, and this is going to be corny to y'all. How beautiful are we when we work together? How beautiful are we as a people, as an African American, Hispanic, you know what I'm saying, Mexican, you know what I'm saying, Caucasian, all the ends, you know what I'm saying, West Indian. How beautiful is it when we come together and work together? You see what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing when we can do things together. You feel what I'm saying? And encourage each other. Watch this. We can be in our separate lanes, but encourage each other while being in that lane to do it together. You know, it feels so good when you have people who can back you up to say, yo, I'm here for you. Feels so good when you have a person that can call you and say, listen, I ain't called to borrow money this time. I ain't called to ask you for this time. I just called to say, I'm proud of you. Simple shit up and down. And I'm happy with what it is that you're doing. You see what I'm saying? One of my brothers who are from Hudson Yards, he's one of my African brothers. He got a great clothing line. Another one of my brothers that I do know that I speak to every now and again, his name is Mr. Drew Joyner. Some people you all don't know about that are just about millionaires. And yo, I just call, let them know, listen, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Have you ever thought about calling a particular celebrity who's doing it, right? And just letting them know, listen, I want you to know I'm proud of you. Straight like that. Because see, sometimes even though you have a lot of people that are around you, and I've learned this during my pastoral runs, and I'm still a pastor, that people think that you are around people all of the time and that people are with you all of the time. But I've come to find out that it's more of a by yourself lonely walk. You're alone, but you're not lonely, but it's an alone walk. It's an alone walk at the same time. So at the end of the day, listen, it's so good when you have that person to say, appreciate what you're doing. What you're doing is changing lives, changing my life. You feel what I'm saying? Have an impact on a person's life. It's a beautiful thing, y'all, for us to understand that that's beautiful to work together. So again, we keep people around us that keep us accountable so we can finish our album, finish the book, finish your your YouTube page, finish your movie, finish your restaurant. But here's another thing that I got excited about. And this is something I want you to ask yourself, because I've learned this, but me coming out of theoretic projects, right? And I'm the type of person that's like, hey, listen, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, do X, Y, and Z. And it only went no further than you, because I was happy that you knew I was going to do certain things. And tomorrow I wasn't even accountable for it. But let me ask you a question. Are most things done to us because of other people, or are things done to us because of ourselves? And so you have to think about that, because a lot of times people, they try to move into this realm we call success, but we oftentimes play the blame game. And listen, if somebody that you hung out with who've done certain things to you while you were trying to pursue your greatness, and they vowed they'll help you out with the greatness and stuff like that, but you notice that they're not moving the way you expected them to. And again, you can't expect for somebody to love your vision more than you. But if you can find somebody who care about your vision just as well as you, oh, you hit a gold mine. You see what I'm saying? You hit a gold mine. Oh man, my brother Dwayne, Bishop Dwayne's on the line. Good to see you, Eddie Sanders. It's a gold line. You know what I'm saying? Darryl, what's up? Again, if you find somebody who can care about what you care about just as much as you and still care about their stuff, and you reciprocate that, you can get further. Because see, here's the deal. If there's some people that come in your life that don't do certain things, and it's not just about you, but you can see that they're moving a specific way, and you keep them there. I heard somebody say that insanity is looking for different results, but you're doing the same thing over and over and over and over, still looking for same results. That's insanity. We keep people in our lane for no God-given reason. I don't mean hate them, because there's always a way you can do things. You ain't got to tell people, yo, out my life, and be angry, you know what I'm saying, in order for you to have to depart. No, still show them more love, more care, because you have to veer out and do what you have to do. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you keep people on the same pedestal, in the same spot in your life, and you keep them in the forefront, and you're like, oh, I believe they're gonna do this, and and you found yourself next 2 years the same place you were, it's not their fault. It's yours because you kept them there. They showed you exactly how they were, but you still begin to keep them there, you know? And again, like I said, I'm not talking about being mean to people. I'm just saying the stuff that you have to do for yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about new year, new mindset, new options. And if you have new options, then you got to know how to do certain things that won't offend people and still do what you got to do. Understand what I'm saying? So are things done because of you, or are things done because we play the blaming game and then it become other people? Let me ask you a question. How important is it in any area in your life, no matter where you are, how important is it for you to subscribe for the now rather than for you to subscribe to the later? How important is it? See, anything that you do that is lucrative, it's time for you to step into that. It's time for you to do X, Y, and Z. You've heard everybody's opinions. You read all of the books, looked at all the YouTube channels, looked at everything that you had to look up according to your niche, no matter what you want to do. The best thing you have to do, and you can do, is subscribe to now. A lot of people are like, yo, I want to do this. I want to open up a restaurant. But tons of people got restaurants. I want to write a book. Tons of people got books. Want to do a YouTube channel. Tons of people got YouTube channels. Want to do a podcast. Thousands, almost millions of people now are doing podcasts. Everybody got a podcast. And you're like, dang. But then what can I do? Everybody's selling jewelry. But what could I do? Watch this. When was the best time for you to do it? 3 years ago. When's the next best time? Now. That's what I'm talking about. Because no matter how many people are in your niche and in your niche, I don't care if you got 5 subscribers. I don't care if you got 6, viewers. Cater to them, because one person know 2 people. Bars, somebody put me out. I'm on fire. Yo, Dwayne, put me out. Because I'm going to tell you something. Subscribe to the now rather than to the later. Why? Because there's so much that can be done when you start now. How do I start now? I don't mean go open up your restaurant now. I mean, how about we put things on paper? Because anything that's not written is not real. I'm going to have to put that on a timeline or something. Anything that's not written is not real. Put it on paper. That's how it comes out of your mind. You write it on paper. It becomes now in real time. You act upon it after finding out all of what you need to do now, and act upon that. Study, find out about it, do your research, act upon it. Watch this. After you act upon it, execute. Miss Virginia's on the line. It's my mom. Oh my God. I love her. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, how important is consistency as it relates to our community? That's the other thing too. I don't care how you feel. Y'all see me? I got a cough every now and again. It's not COVID, thank God. But I vowed to make a decision action feeling and not a feeling action decision. See, when you tell your feelings what to do, your feelings can't guide you on how you feel. No matter the weather, if you make a plan, my friends, if you make a great plan, you write the plan down, and the key to success is stick to the plan no matter how many people come up with other plans around you. You got to do it the way you see it. You see what I'm saying? And I told people, I says, listen, you have to understand, some people are going to shoot up in the stars, with success, and now we have to do to stay up there. But be happy with slow wins. You see what I'm saying? Because sometimes you got to realize that slow wins will allow for you not to miss steps, you know, in your life. We got people, entrepreneurs right here on this line. We got my brother John Arrington. He's an entrepreneur in his own way because he does film, doing stuff for 9 years, 19 years, 19 plus years. You know what I'm saying? We got my boy Dave, who's been doing marketing and promotion and producing. Clyde Sally, you know what I'm saying? He's just getting up on it, but because he's been doing business all of his life and knowing what business is. Adele Parker Brown is on the line. Guess what? She sells jewelry. You feel what I'm saying? But she's been impacting people, and making people feel like themselves. Bishop Dwayne, listen, preaching to people for all these years. You know what I'm saying? He ain't a bishop for no reason. You see what I'm saying? Again, we have so many people who are doing so many different things. William A. Martin's on the line. You want a good character in your movie and in your play to make somebody laugh, make somebody feel good? She is the epitome of happiness and joy. She is the core to happiness and joy. Watch this. We might not even know how she feel, but she's making you laugh. And that's what I'm talking about. When I talk to you about consistency, your job is your job. Predictability is great. Want to be predictable in everything that I do. That means if we start at 10:30, Donald's on at 10:30. He's gonna start, and that's what we've been doing. Shout out to people who love me enough to say, Donald, get you something. I want to help you. Bang, 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 bang. And this is what happens. That's why I'll never ever, from this day forward, go over my time, because I know I have people saying to me, Donald, I want to make you better. I want you to do this. I want to do that. My boy John Arrington let you know. Listen, I want to do your lighting. I want your face lit up, like the background, but face light it up. You feel what I'm saying? And again, stuff that we do when you have people who care about you, people who love you, and people that would allow you to reciprocate the same love. It ain't nothing we can't do. Ain't no way we can't be. And ain't not even a word. Daryl Neely, what's up, bro? Ain't even a word. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, consistency. How am I consistent? First of all, watch this. We write a plan. And when you write a plan, watch what you do. Don't write too much on a to-do list that you can't execute it within that day, because then now you're going to deprive yourself of being able to celebrate. So I'll write 3. Ask yourself, what's the most important thing I need to take care of today? Because that's going to be the first thing I'm going to tackle today. You see what I'm saying? Write that down. Write 3 major things that you know you can get done today. You feel what I'm saying? Write those things down that you can do within the day. And when you do it, make a to-done list. You feel me? And check that off from to-do to done. After you finish with that, you go down to the very end to where we say celebrate. Go get you something you know you like to eat. Go get some ice cream. Go do anything that you want to do to celebrate your small wins to the big picture. And move according to your pace. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing around you. Who cares? Celebrate them, but focus on you. Can I tell you something? And I want to tell you something that nobody else have ever really talked about. Sometimes what we do, and this is something that we did, watch this, living in the Reddick Projects. When I used to watch Video Music Box, Ralph McDaniel, and all of them, you know what I'm saying? You see the Roxanne Shante, you see Big Daddy Kane. By the way, I want to share my screen with y'all about something real quick before we get to 11:17. So listen, you know what I'm saying? And watching all these particular individuals, Biz Marquis, and you know what I'm saying? Watching the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and being inspired to want to do stuff in entertainment at that particular time for me. You feel what I'm saying? I was that particular individual. Oh, I'm pumped up. I want to do it. I'm inspired. You know what I'm saying? I want to be consistent. But but at the end of the day, you see what I'm saying? Consistency wasn't in my repertoire. You see what I'm saying? Because see, watch this. As soon as I tried what is it I wanted to do, after 2 days, I quit because it didn't feel good. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you something. I want to tell you something that somebody had told us. Yeah, and this is very, very important for everybody. And it's something that I've learned, you know what I'm saying, down during the course of my journey. And I hope that it's even a blessing to all of you. No matter what you do, when you stick to your plan, right? Let's say, for example, you're supposed to do certain things and forget raining, forget snow. How about it's a bright, sunny day? And you can smell popcorn, you can smell whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? People at the park, you see it sound like happy. The birds are chirping. And you're like, Dad, but today don't even feel like a work day. But I plan to do it this day. Continue to stick with the plan. No matter how bad did they look, no matter how sunny did they look, stick with the plan. You feel what I'm saying? Until it's done, you know? But here's what I want you to know. Sometimes we could watch other people's success, like we watch people on Video Music Box back in the days, and then we had 106 in Park and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? We could watch other people's success. Watch this, and be sidetracked on other people's success. Sometimes watching other people's success can keep you from dealing with your own success. So don't consume other people's success so much that you get sidetracked and forget what you want to do and what you're supposed to do. Because a lot of times, people's success can become a distraction if you allow it to be. Now, I'm not talking about for those of them who are looking at people who can be an inspiration, because first, you have to imitate something in somebody first before you become who you have to be. You feel what I'm saying? Listen, I remember dealing with choirs back in the days. My boy Dave Quinones on the line. He would tell you, anybody who've ever dealt with choirs, you know what I'm saying, and singing, if you had your own choir, you weren't singing your own material first. You were singing other people's material first. And if you can handle those of them who are out there, their songs, and your sopranos can hang, and your altos can hang, your tenors can hang, then, champ, maybe you might be ready to sing your own. But somebody, I remember, thank God for John. Yo, bro, I know I keep saying John, but bro, I love you, man. I can't, you know what I'm saying? Mel, what's up, my dude? Mel's on the line on YouTube. We got somebody on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you, I'll never forget the first time, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even really even thinking about, you know, videography or no cinematography, but I'm watching John. I'm looking at him. He's like, yo, Don, let me tell you something, bro. These people out here trying to, you know, record this and aim and record and record. He says, yo, they don't even know what a shot list look like. I was like, what is that? What's a shot list? What the shot list? You know what I'm saying? So they don't even have a portfolio or a vision board. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow. But it was another word, John, I forgot the word that you used, where you can see other scenes from other movies and imitate that scene until you get good at it. And I was like, wow, that's genius. He's been taught very, very well. But my point is that is life. Sometimes I looked at my boy Sean Cannell, who got the same mic. I got the same mic now. Got the same kind of, well, not the same kind of background. It's a little bit better, but that's not the point. We sometimes have to be inspired by others in order for us to become. And now I'll take the same style, make it my own, and make it better or make it my own lane. And watch this. I have something original now. Bars, somebody put me out. I'm on fire. Mel was saying, listen, yes, other success can be a distraction. Your internet can be genuine. You don't realize you're distracted. You're right. Thank you, sir. And that's my point, bro. You know what I'm saying? People are genuine in what they're showing you because they want you to make it. But you can consume so much, right? That you forget to execute. Bars. That we can forget to execute. But you still celebrate them. Celebrate the wins. Because watch this, then you have something to celebrate. Again, I asked you those particular questions for a reason, you know? And that are things, and that's why we go back to that question. You know, are most things, you know what I'm saying, done to us because of other people? Or is it because of we ourselves? Subscribe to the now and not to the later. Be consistent. You see what I'm saying? What can we do as an African American community, a Hispanic community, to reset our reputation from past to becoming a brand? You know, I'm gonna tell you something. You're your own brand, and whatever you do, whether you know it or not, you are your brand. I remember the time that Kamal was so nice to come from I think Pennsylvania, at the time, all the way. And when I had It's Life podcast, he came and he, you know, in person, he said, I'm not going to do nothing, you know, virtual. He came in person, you know, to talk about his merch and talk about the stuff that he'd done. It wasn't just his merch. I wanted people to know about him because he'd been through so much, but he's triumphed over so much. You feel what I'm saying? That people needed to be inspired. And that's what I mean. We have to be inspired by each other. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, y'all, listen, I want you to know that it's important for us to be top-notch representation. You see what I'm saying? It's good that we encourage each other to do more and to execute, man. It's a beautiful thing when we work together and not against each other. Let me tell you, predictability is something I want to say, because when you're predictable about your craft and what you do, you go to work, they say you start at 8, people should already know, they could predict Anthony's going to be there at 8 because this is his business. They know he go to lunch at 12. Can't call him because he's between 12 and 1, he's at lunch. You know what I'm saying? But you could catch him about 1 o'clock, 1:15ish, he's back at his desk. Again, predictability. When people know what you do, you feel what I'm saying? When they know what you do, it's easy for them to be able to catch on to what you do. Listen, I want you to know something, y'all. You know, it's a beautiful thing when we can do it together, yo. It really is. You know what I'm saying? Prepare yourself the night before to do anything. A lot of us are late because of the lack of preparation. We have poor performances because we lack preparation. Your day tomorrow don't start tomorrow. A boxer will never prepare himself in the same month he got a box. He does it at least a year to 6 months before. You feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you have to prepare your day tonight for tomorrow, so you could jump into whatever you got to jump into and get yourself together. How do I get a chance to get out at the time that I need? Think about this stuff theoretically that you have to take care of. Watch this. It's not just you take care of yourself. For those of you who got wives like me, for those of you who got kids like me, you have to listen. Hold on. What you wearing tomorrow? Give me your stuff right now. I'll iron it. You iron your clothes. You gonna iron this now. You know, make sure everybody do what they have to do. This morning, last night, I told my wife, I said, I'm gonna take out the garbage, you know, because it was overflowing. And I fell asleep trying to do some stuff for today. And I woke up this morning, got my clothes, like, yeah, I'm ready to go. Had to go to the kitchen to get my little Tupperware. Looked at the garbage. I was like, doggone it. It's always those little things. And you know, the hardest thing for any of us to do is get out of the house. I don't know if anybody know about that, but the hardest thing sometimes for you to do is get up out the house. And it's those little inquiries, those little things that will keep you from getting out the house at the time that you need to. You got your bag, you got your coat, you know what I'm saying? You got your sneakers on and all that. Where's your keys? Okay, you got your keys. Where's your wallet? Again, preparation is the key, my people. Preparation is the key. Yeah, I hope I've been giving y'all value today. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy to see all of you. Mel is on the line. Good to see my dude, DeMel. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to help this happen. And I want to say this real quick because I got the time. I got 3 minutes on this segment. You know, it's okay for our young men who are looking for a new life to sometimes not only change the mentality, change the thought system, but can I tell you something else you got to change? Clothes. Got to change your clothes. That's why we got up here. You know, we got the hood. The hood is the hood. And that's great. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we do what we have to do, but we have to know how to be adapt. We have to know how to adapt in any situation, in any atmosphere. You feel what I'm saying? If you go into a big business, meeting or whatever the case may be, put you a shirt and tie and suit on. Put a blazer on. You know what I'm saying? Look like success to be success. Now, don't get me wrong. You got people who got do-rags on and, you know, they got hoodies on and stuff like that, you know, and they go to successful places and meetings or whatever. But that's people who already have influence. I'm talking to people who don't know you. I mean, beyond your hood. I mean, beyond your block. There's a whole slew of people, a plethora of people around the globe, trillions of people who have not met you. And you only have one time to give a first impression. And you don't always have to, promote where you're from. You see what I'm saying? Because there are people I realize who can sort of size you up based upon where you're from. But if I don't open my mouth to tell you how much I don't know, you'll never know how much I don't know. You feel what I'm saying? I like to listen. I'm always a student. I'm not a follower. I'm a student. Come on, y'all. You're a student every time that you do certain things, but there are different categories for different things. If you're going on a particular place where you were Steve Harvey, you know what I'm saying? You rocking with him, you need to put a suit on. That man is about suits. You know what I'm saying? God bless the dead, Mr. Kevin Samuels. You know what I'm saying? I know he had his different controversial ways and stuff like that, but I look at his presentation and make me say, I want to see what he's about. You know, again, there's certain things, certain times for certain events. If I'm going to the picnic, I'm going to be around my boys, going to be around my family. Guess what? I'm putting my fitted hat on. I'm putting my hoodie on. I'm gonna be comfortable. You feel what I'm saying? But there are young people like this man, you know what I'm saying, who want to change their way and not be about the guns. You feel what I'm saying? Not be about all it. They really want a new life. But listen, when we had environment that influenced us, we got this person who we got children over here, got that person, got and all of that money add up. And the only thing that you see is debt. You can never see yourself getting above water because of all this stuff. So the first thing we want to do is get a quick fix, a quick way out. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that I've learned is that for people who climb the ladder very fast can have the ability to come down the ladder. And, I used to be the person, I don't know, tell me if this was you, somebody who used to run up the steps all the time and skip the steps. By the time you get up to the top, you tired. But in life, you should take every step because each step prepare you for the next. You feel what I'm saying? So again, always remember, y'all, if you want to be something, look like something. You want to be respected, look like respect. You have to become the thing you want to be. More or less try to see the thing that you're not and think it's going to sustain in your life. You feel what I'm saying? Let's be consistent. Let's be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Let's learn how to encourage each other. Let's not play the blaming game. Oh, they did it to me. When you kept them in your life, it was your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's called accountability, y'all. And most successors are those of them who messed up thousands of times, dozens of times, and they made it. Yo, listen, y'all. If you gotten value, let me know. If this is good for you, if you know that this is for somebody, please do me a favor, share it. And I wanted to say real quick, this has been brought to you by Blade. Fly the future, y'all. Stop playing. Fly the actual future. Blade is a beautiful company that would take you from Manhattan or Westchester to LaGuardia Airport in just 5 minutes, only at a low cost of $195. You could also take a little tour, you know what I'm saying, around the city, in the Statue of Liberty, Brooklyn Bridge, so forth and so forth. But listen, if you want like $50 taken off of your first purchase, if you want to fly the future, excuse me, y'all, fly the future, look at your boy and go in there and say, look, type in Donald F&F for Francis, and it'll take $50 off your first purchase flight, your first flight, and fly the future, yo. You'll be all right. I promise y'all. You know what I'm saying? So listen, also, I am so happy, to know that Sister Yolanda, she got an ebook out. She also got, her event that's coming up. I forgot to write that thing down and get the template for it, but it's going to be wonderful. It's manifestation. You see what I'm saying? And, and all the women who want to manifest anything they want to manifest, listen, I promise you, go there, go to her event. I don't know if tickets are out or whatever, but she is doing big things. But get her ebook, $12.99 right there on Amazon. You will be blessed. Listen, y'all know our boys. That dude, John Arrington in the middle right there. That dude, Clyde Sally. That dude right there, Dave Quiones. You know what I'm saying? That's called Real Block Films, associated with Select House. You already know. You know what I'm saying? They are a part of, and they're now a part of the family America New Network. And guess what, y'all? Guess what I found out? This just in. Hot off the press, Love is released on that network. Download the app. You know what I'm saying? Go and get it. It's on Roku, YouTube, Apple TV, Fresh TV, Android TV, all of your TVs, all the EEs. Listen, go and look at the new revised Love. And it is spanking. And I want for everybody, please go on. I watched it 3 times last night. The third time I went to sleep because I was just trying to do all this other stuff and everything. But I'm telling you, it's because I can't watch it enough. Please look out for the premiere, the motion picture Love. Listen, you arguing with your wifey, you arguing with your girlfriend, you arguing with your boyfriend, watch Love. I promise you. You're going to have to be careful, though. All right? Be very, very careful. Listen, speaking of that, real quick, I want to take you to this. And that's why I'm, real quick.
They think we're the problem.
I know, all right, I know.
We got Jay.
Tommy is a good cop. He's one of our own.
This is a direct response to all the pain we carry.
What did I do?
Well, since you don't remember, I'm gonna help you out.
Tommy, you didn't think he was gonna let him and his friend get away.
We just need to talk to him about it for him.
Find him!
Judah should be the last of your brothers.
Order in my courtroom now.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This your boy Donald Francis, and welcome to Manifested Thoughts Podcast, where we're helping people bring their imagination into reality. Yo, we're already giving away gifts, and we're only a few subscribers in. The only thing you have to do is go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. One more time, manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. After you do that, you'll type in giveaways and type in one of the topics that we've talked about on our platform. And bam, it's over. Just like that. Back to the program.
Gonna hit the ground running.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so again, speaking of Real Block, I look out for that new short film. It's called Flashes. It'll be out really, really soon. And in the meantime, be entertained by going to America New Network and watch Love. You will love it. It's a beautiful thing. Don't forget to go into our giveaways. You could be a participant this month in our Christmas giveaway. Only thing that you have to do right now is go right there to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. You see what I'm saying? Manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com. All you got to do is type in giveaways and you're already in. Let us know what episode that you've seen, and we'll be happy and delighted, to oblige you to put you into the contest. Listen, y'all, closing remarks, and I want you to understand something that I really, really appreciate all of you. Just want to acknowledge some of the people on our line. John Arrington, my boy Anthony Ward, Gabby, good to see you. Maria, good to see you. Chris Pacheco, good to see you. Clyde Sally, man, I'm so happy that you're here, brother. Victor Morales, good to see you, man. Takia and Nakia. You know what I'm saying? Willa May, good to see you. Nicole Harris, did I say you again? Did I say? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Adele Parker Brown is on the line. Dave Kionis, Daryl Neely. Wow. Wow. Bishop Dwayne, God bless you, man. Eddie Saunders, my dude, man. Love you much, man. Miss Virginia. I want to say happy belated birthday to you, Miss Virginia. That I love her because she's always dancing. Pat Farmer, what's going on? Sylvia, good to see you. Kamal, what's good, my dude? And Henry Torres, good to see you. I'm just so happy. Listen, to take a look at what's going on YouTube. Would acknowledge you also. My boy DeMel is on the line. Dave Keonis is on the line. You guys are good. I appreciate you. I'm saying? Thank you so very, very much, man. When you said value, 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 everybody's just saying what they're saying. I appreciate you. I'll definitely go back and take a look at all of what people are saying. Please also do me a favor, Mr. Wade with Coffee. Please go out and check out his page, because this guy is a phenomenal dude. He has been with Mr. Zig Ziglar's cousin. And it's been talking and stuff like that, and having interviews with him, and I'm so happy. Listen, I wanted to share this with you for fun, but I also want you to see this. They were saying at the top, and I'm not going to go through all 25, but it says the top 25 influential rappers of all times. These are the ones who have made it out. That's what I'm saying. They're saying Tupac, they're saying Eric B, KRS-One, you know what I'm saying? They also talking about Nas, Ice Cube, Notorious B.I.G., you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Big Daddy Kane, and much, much more. I just wanted to share with y'all that for people who actually made it out. Jay-Z had influence on J. Cole, Beanie Siegel, you know what I'm saying, Freeway, Just Blaze, you see what I'm saying, had all of these people, and because he was someone who actually made it out. Let me tell you something. You could make it out of any type of poverty you want to. In my closing remarks, before we end the plane, you have to just make up your mind first and change your perspective about people that you're around. You see what I'm saying? You can't be getting mad and upset and jealous over people. You know what I'm saying? Stay in your lane and do all of what you have to do and show love to people. Reapers, right? Reapers are reserved for sowers. The more and more you sow into people's lives, you'll reap more. when you're sincere about it, you'll reap more. When you're not only sincere, but you're humble about it, you'll reap more. When you're happy to do stuff for people, you'll reap more. You feel what I'm saying? When you encourage people, and show, listen, I know I've learned to become a brand that when you ask me to be someplace, I'm gonna be there before that particular time so I could be there on time. You won't ever wait for me, but I will wait for you. You see what I'm saying? So listen, y'all, I want to encourage everybody, what I'm saying, who want to make that transformation. You can do it as long as you change your mindset. You can do it as long as you hold yourself accountable and execute what you want to do. You can do it. I promise you can do it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, slow wins are wonderful. Slow wins are one of the greatest wins because you'll stay relevant. You feel what I'm saying? Somebody was asking me, with Donald, I'm going to ask you the same thing I asked somebody else. I says, what's up? It says, YouTube channel. What's more important, entertainment or education? I says, both are important. I says, here's the deal. In entertainment, you know what I'm saying, you'll exceed the thing that you have put out the most, you know what I'm saying, and or you've had so much clout that you've created such a brand that if you came out with Mary Had a Little Lamb, they're gonna buy it and they're gonna go with that. Education based will always last. Why? Because see, it's education that will keep people searching for the stuff that they're looking for, rather on Facebook, rather on YouTube. People are always going to go back and refer to the education that you give and you put out there. So listen, both, there is no most important anything. You see what I'm saying? It is just either you have a service that you're going to render or you have a service to give. Hamid's on the line. What's going on, my guy? Good to see you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Please look out for his gaming channel. I'm not too sure, but I know he's been working on some hard stuff. And again, y'all, I really, really appreciate each and every one of you for coming out on our platform. And by the way, I made it already. I made this this thumbnail, but I did not get a chance to finish it, and I wanted to be able to share with you, but I will finish it by tomorrow. All right, that's love. I can't. Okay. So that's not it. I'm not too sure if I did it, and I only got like 2 minutes to go to see if I can do it. Okay. Nope. That's not it. All right. So listen, I wanted to say that, and the thumbnail and stuff will be out tomorrow. Would you like to promote, saying your business right here on Manifested Thoughts podcast? Promote your ad, promote your business, for a very, very low cost. All you got to do is go to manifestedthoughts888@gmail.com right here and put in ads. Whatever your ad want to be. Maybe you want to put in your promotion for a week, maybe 2 days, maybe a day, maybe the whole month or so like that. Listen, let's talk. Go right there. Manifestthoughts888@gmail.com. Promote your ad. You see love, you see Yolanda Brathwaite, you see some of the stuff that we do. That can be you. And I want to promote your ad. I want to be able to show you love and give service to you. We either can sell a product or we can give a service. This is my service unto you. All right. And if you want to do that, please go there. I want to promote your ad. I want to make you relevant. I want for people to know you at the same time too. Grow with us as we grow with you. All right. So listen, 2 more minutes on the clock. And I want to say thank you all for coming out. Tomorrow, we will be on again, 10:30 a.m. sharp. On time, baby. Consistency, predictability, and we are out no later than 11:30. So you know what that means? That means you can plan your schedule and say, yo, it's going to start at 10:30. We'll be done at exactly 11:30. I can continue to, go along with my program and continue to go along with my plan. All right. Thank you for all of you on the business line. Thank you for all of you who are on our email list. I see all of you on the screen. Thank you. About 25 of y'all. That's good. Good to see y'all. Again, appreciate you, y'all. Listen, y'all, encourage somebody who are in our hoods. Encourage somebody who want to do something, who says, I got a plan. And always remember this. Millionaires will never, ever invest in you until they've seen how much you've invested in you. So invest in you first. Do the work. Put in the time. Stop putting dates on things. Put in the time. Do the hard work. And I promise you, it will pay off for you. This is your boy, Donald Francis. And this is Manifested Thoughts Podcast. I'll see you on tomorrow, 10:30 every day, only during the week, Monday through Friday. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here. I'm your boy. I love you, care about you, and we're over and we're out.